Senior Congress leader Veerappa Moily confirmed to you that yes, two Congress MLAs, two of their own party MLAs have not been present in that oath-taking ceremony. What next then for them?
Well, absolutely. Now, going by what really Veerappa Moily did mention by saying that there's still 3 MLAs missing. Now, your number comes down to at least 76. So, where really are the numbers? So, remember, if you're calculating the JDS as well as especially the Congress, you know, the numbers should have been at least about 115 to 116. So, now the numbers are actually decreasing is what we are seeing at this point in time. So, as far as your BJP is also concerned, there are sources who are telling us Somsekhar Reddy is also not present in the House because remember, there was also a roll call. The names being called out also to mark the attendance. But as far as your Congress is concerned, we did come across as well, especially Pratap Gowda and also Anand Singh. Now, these are some of the MLAs where their names were called out, but they were not present on the floor of the House. We are also given to understand they're yet to arrive. While a couple of them are yet to arrive, there are some who are just missing because they're remaining incommunicado. So there are chances, like remember, we are in a conundrum situation, right? Who is able to gather more numbers? Because that is something right now everybody is questioning.
Srija, what are your sources indicating? Because we're looking at various scenarios here on how the strength of the assembly could come down, which would mean a disqualification, but which would mean the BJP manages to stay afloat just for a few months till the impact of the anti-defection law then comes into place for who is cross-voted here. In the scenarios that we're looking at, in a couple of these MLAs that you've stated now missing in action, on what that means for the final count?
Well, clearly, Sehar, remember, hypothetically, if you're looking at now, BJP has about 104 seats, the numbers. So the rest of the numbers, you still need at least about 7 more MLAs or the seats to gain that magic number and to form the government. Now, that is the test where he will be proving today at 4 o'clock. But another point to be noted here is what if the Congress and the JDS MLAs, they don't vote? Or for that matter, they won't. In fact, there is a cross-voting. Also, there is a valid option for that because we understand even if the Congress and JDS MLAs in fact refuses to vote, that also becomes valid. But however, anti-defection law comes into play. So that is something to be taken care of at this point in time because remember, the numbers, to gather the numbers is a huge task as far as your BJP is concerned. But what we see here is their confidence seems unwavering and they also know the fact that they will be able to gain those particular numbers to form the government. But if you're really looking at on-ground situation as far as your Congress and the JDS are concerned, they're trying to remain the party members intact. But here on the floor of the House, you're still seeing a couple of MLAs missing. So how are they going to tally up that numbers is something that we will have to wait and watch.
Yes, stay on with us, Srija, as we also continue to discuss on what has really happened apart from the crux of the action here on the floor of the House on what has been ascertained by the Supreme Court earlier today. The Congress's argument, of course, started with the Pro-Tem Speaker not being qualified enough, not being senior enough in terms of the number of terms he served as in years as an MLA to qualify as the Pro-Tem Speaker. But more crucially, it is about now, Srija, the entire country watching. This is going to be beamed across television news channels, across stations, across the country. For absolute transparency here. What is the reaction to that you're getting on ground?
Well, after all the controversies we see over here that Ramaya against the governor by saying that he took side by sending out an invite to Yediyurappa and also in fact allowing him to swear in as the Chief Minister of Karnataka. But that apart, we understand as far as the Supreme Court is concerned, in case if the BJP is unable to prove the numbers on the floor of the House, there are every chance for the Supreme Court to overturn that particular decision. Now, which means we understand that the JDS and the combined force of the Congress will have to prove their numbers. But clearly their numbers are right now going way beyond beyond your magic number. So they're questioning various laws as far as this right, as far as the swearing-in ceremony, and also Yediyurappa being the Chief Minister of Karnataka is concerned. It is a huge test and also a task for as far as Yediyurappa is also here, where he has to prove the numbers on the floor of the House. Now remember, at 4 o'clock, how will he be able to gain that numbers? Now that is something that right now everybody is questioning. Like you pointed out, that all eyes are right now on Karnataka. How is that even possible within a matter of time that Yediyurappa will be getting you a magic number of 112?
And preparations on ground, of course, as we see, Srija, as we continue speaking with you, you're also sending across these live shots from inside the Vidhan Sauda on the oath-taking ceremony now approaching its end. So we're also, of course, also trying to technically tally the numbers here. In already having ascertained, there are 3 total MLAs down, which is 2 from the Congress and 1 from the BJP. But how much time at hand to get them back in the House?
Well, there are certain people, like I pointed out, saying that they are remaining incommunicado. Now, to give you a number, a sense of number, BJP is 104. But however, if you're really looking at especially the Pro-Tem speaker from the BJP, now that number comes down to at least 103. The same way it goes for the Congress, as well as Congress combined force with the JDS. Now, there are 2 Pro-Tem speakers, like I pointed out. So, of course, another point to be noted over here is, like you asked, if they are going to turn up or not. So far, we haven't really heard back, especially from the Congress stalwarts, also for that matter from the BJP. All that they're maintaining at this point in time is to cover up the fact that yes, they are right inside, but the truth, what we understand, even despite going on, especially going inside the assembly, we did understand that they are set for their